Welcome to my channel. In this video, we'll be solving the third example, that example 3, on engineering drawing with worked examples. Engineering drawing with worked examples, third edition by Pickup and Packer, example 3. We'll be solving the question on trace. So we're going to determine the true length, we'll determine the trace, and we'll also determine the angle of inclination to the principal planes. So let's start. I will draw a horizontal line to start my drawing. So the next thing is to draw a vertical line, which I will use to plot my point. Draw a vertical line. The vertical line doesn't have to have any length. So we have this one, A2 to be 50, and this time around our B2 is crossing the XY line at the bottom, which is 12. Don't forget that we'll be scaling our drawing to a ratio of 1:2. So instead of measuring 50, I'll measure 25. Instead of measuring 82, I'll measure 41, and so on like that. So let me measure my, here I have 50 and below is 12. Let me show it again. Here is 50 and this one is 12. It's crossing the XY line. So I'll measure 25 for this one. 1, 2, 25, and the other one is 12. So I'm going to measure 6. This is 6. Look at it again. At this one is 50, so I'll measure 25, and this one is 12, so I'll measure 6. Then for the one on the horizontal plane, I have 76 and 38. So this one will be 76, half of it will be 38, and half of this one will be, that will be 15 plus 3, that is plus 4, that will be 19. So I'll measure 38 and 19. 38, I'll measure it from my XY line. 1, 2, 3. 38. Then the other one is 19. 10, 15, 19. So those are my lines. So I can even measure my horizontal line here along this one. My horizontal line is 82. So if I scale it, it will be 41. 1, 2, 3, 4, 41. This is where it's stopping. So let me draw a vertical line at that point. Okay, so, and my horizontal lines now, starting from this one. This is my XY line, X, Y. As you can see now, I've located all the points. My A2, B2 is crossing the XY line. So to start from here to this point. So let me draw my A2, B2 line from here to this point. This is A2, B2. Then the A1, B1 line, that one is at the bottom. It's from here to this place. So I'll draw it with thick line. This is A1, B1. So now I can either decide to draw my trace, or I do my true length first. I can start with anyone. So I want to draw my trace. Let me draw my trace. Now, another thing you will take note, I said that in my previous video, that whenever you want to trace a line, that line must cross the XY line first. And if you look at A2B2, it has actually crossed the first XY line already. So that one makes the work easier. All you just need to do, you need to project dash line that will go and intersect with the one on the vertical plane. I mean on the horizontal plane, because this is the, let me put, this is VP and this one is HP. So all you just need to just stay at this point and project it downward with dash line, because it's actually looking for the one on the vertical plane is looking for the one on the HP, and it has intersected with it here. So just put your dot here, and don't forget vertical will always give you vertical plane. So this one will be VT, vertical trace. Now remaining to trace the one on the horizontal trace, because this one has crossed the XY line. That's why we just trace it directly. Now this one need to go to the XY line and to either come downward or upward. So let us trace it to the XY line first. To go with dash line. It is at the XY line now. If it should go upward, it can never meet this line. So that means the only option it has is to come downward. If it comes downward, this one can go and meet it somewhere here. So let us bring it downward now with dash line. Like that. Now we can now extend this one to go and meet it. Can extend it to go and meet it like this. It is meeting it here, so it will form the trace at this point. Remember, the one we are tracing is on the vertical plane, so it has gotten to the XY line and it moves downward. So it is vertical. It is horizontal plane, so it will give us horizontal trace. We are tracing from the horizontal, so by the time it comes down and form trace, it will form horizontal trace. So we are done with that part of the question. Now the next thing we want to do is to draw our true length. So our true length, I still want to do it. This place is narrow a little, but I'll try and manage my space. So let me trace this one first. The space is so narrow. I think I miscalculated there. So let me just see what I will do. Or better still, you can also do it, but it is in first angle projection, so we have to do it in first angle as well. So put it here, because our plans are this one is actually okay. Let's do it like that. Put it here now, shift it a little bit backward. I hope that space will be enough to take it. Just that the distance of my XY line will be smaller this time around. Take this one out and shift it to this place. I think it will contain it has shifted. So once that's shifted, you have to reset it again. Move it a little bit away and put this one on it like this. So I'll draw this now. So let me just measure. I won't go too far. 1, 2, I think 2 will be okay. I'll just take 2. 2 will be here. Then I'll come to this place to and measure 2. My 2 will be here. So I'll put my XY line at this point. So this one is X. So this one will now be X1, Y1. So now that we are tracing this one now, we are working on the vertical plane. We take our dimension from the horizontal plane. Now to get our A3 now, we need to take our dimension from the VP, and that will be from XY line to this place. From XY line to this one, that's what we measure on this place. So, and what's the distance there? The distance there is 76. That will be 38. This is 76. That will be 38. Now let me confirm that. 1, 2, 3. That's 38. Yes. So I'll measure 38 here now. 1, 2, 3. 8 will be here. I hope it is capturing it. Let me adjust the camera a little. So that's the point there. And this other one is for B now. We're going to take the distance for B1, and that will be from XY line to B1. And what's the distance from XY line to B1? I think that one is 36, no? It's 38. 38 and divided by 2 will be 19. So I'm going to measure 19 on this one. We stay here and measure 19. This is 10. 19 will be here at this point. So you can now join these lines together like this. Yeah, like that. So that will be my true length TL, which is equal to what? Let us measure it. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 50, 54. This is 54 millimeter. 54 millimeter. Now let us determine the true length for the one on the horizontal plane now. So to do that, we first of all put it on the line. Don't get it mixed up. That is A1, B1. You put it on the line like this. Put this one behind it. Shift it a little bit. That's shifted. That's shifted. Put it behind it. Shift it a little bit away. And let it go this way. And the other one go that way. Now let me measure a particular certain dimension. Let me measure 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let me use 5. 5. And I'll also measure 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will be my perpendicular line or parallel line to the line. Where is it? I think it is here. Yes, it is here. You draw the line. Now that will be x2, y2. x2, y2. Don't get it mixed up. x1, y1 is this line. This is x1 representing this, and this is y1. While this one is x2, y2. Now, since we are working on the horizontal plane, we need to take our dimension from the vertical plane. And the vertical plane for A is from here to XY line. You remember this is our XY. This line is our XY, the initial XY line. So we measure from A2 to XY line. And that was that dimension. It is 50. And we're going to measure 25. So we come to the side of our A and measure 25. We measure 25 from here. 1, 2, 5. That's 25. Now, for our B, we are working on, remember we are working on the horizontal plane. We take our dimension from the vertical plane. And our B2 is here. Take note that it is crossing the vertical plane. It is on the other side. And the distance is 12. The distance is 12. So what we'll do here too, we have to let it cross. We are not going to measure our 12 upward. We'll let it cross the XY line as well. So you measure your 12 downward. And don't forget we are going to scale it so it will be 6. So I'll measure 6 here. And I will now join the 2 points. I'll join the point like this. So that is my, what's this one? This one is A3, B3. So this one will be, so that one will be A4, B4. This will be A4, B4. So that is our line. Now, the next thing you want to do is to determine the angle of inclination. This one you don't need to, because actually to determine angle of inclination, you have to extend the line until you get to XY line. And this one is already on the XY line. This one is the true length. We have not even measured. Let's measure the true length. True length, what's our true length for this one? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 55. 55 millimeter. What do we get? We got 54 here, we got 55, so that is still acceptable. So that's correct. So now to measure our angle of inclination, because this one has already crossed the XY line, all you just need to do is just to measure that angle it formed with the XY line, this angle. That's what we need to measure. So you put your protractor there and measure the angle. Like this, put it on this point, like this. Okay, how do I do it now? Okay, if I measure it from this one, okay, let me measure it from this one. Okay, let me measure it from this place. Like this here. So this is 10, 20, 30, 35. So this angle is 35 degree. 35 degree, that is equal to theta 2. Because we are measuring angle now, it will be opposite. Meanwhile, this one, we obtain this one from the horizontal plane, so it will be theta to vertical plane. Now for this one, for the other one, where's the true length? This is the true length. You have to extend it until it crosses. This is the XY line for that one. This one X1, Y1. So I need to extend the true length to intersect with the X1, Y1 line. You extend it with hidden lines, with dashed lines. Has intersected it here. Let me extend this one too. So they are intersecting at this point. So I'll measure the angle it is forming. That is this theta. I'll put it on this line here. Let's see it. Yeah. This is 10, 20, 22 degrees. This is 22 degrees, which is equal to theta to, which one are we working on that we will obtain this from? This is we're working on the vertical plane, so it will be theta to horizontal plane. So vertical plane, horizontal plane. So that is the solution. Don't get confused with all these lines. As long as you are following it step by step the way I started it, you will not miss it, you will not miss any point. So get used to having so much line in technical drawing. So that is the solution to question 3. Do like the video if you enjoy it, like it, share it, and subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Thank you very much for watching. We'll meet in the next video.